is the Big O Show. This 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 is the Big O Show.
There's just one place to celebrate a happy new model year. Acura of Pembroke Pines. Drive away in a new Integra. Only $299 a month at Acura of Pembroke Pines, the #1 volume Acura dealer.
When presenting an award to an employee, athlete, executive, or fantasy GM, make sure you call Orvieto's Awards and More. For 35 years, these custom award specialists have been providing plaques, trophies, custom framing, while providing state-of-the-art laser and computerized engraving, UV printing, and glass crystal etching. They do all their engraving and printing in-house for quality control. Call Charles at 305-949-8098 or visit them at orvietosawards.com. Orvieto's Awards and More, where recognition is rewarding.
When it comes to your smile, confidence is so important. At Moody Dental, they provide the services to get your smile back. This family-run practice prides itself by offering the latest technology to give your family the best experience possible. Moody Dental has been in business for over 30 years with offices in Hialeah and Plantation. They accept most major dental insurances. They provide free new patient exams, 20% off select treatments. To qualify, please follow us on Instagram at moodys.dental. Moody Dental has been in business for over 30 years. To schedule an appointment in Hialeah, call 305-821-0231 and Plantation 954-692-6825. From Invisaligns, dental implants, same-day crowns, and the preventative care and preservation to get your smile back. Go to moodysdental.com to find out more and tell them Big O sent you.
There's just one place to celebrate a happy new model year. Acura of Pembroke Pines. Take $10,000 off a 2025 MDX at Acura of Pembroke Pines, the #1 volume Acura dealer.
For over 16 years, EJDconstruction.com has provided South Florida residents quality craftsmanship, accurate project management, and exceptional service. That's why EJDconstruction.com is an A-rated member of Angie's List and the Better Business Bureau. When you're looking for the right custom home builder for additions or home remodeling, please call my friend Eric at 305-433-4843. That's 305-433-4843 for EJDconstruction.com.
It starts every morning before the sun comes up. Projects are laid out. Plans are made. Equipment is fueled and loaded with inventory to handle all service requests. Orders are given to an army of skilled landscape maintenance professionals, certified arbor trimmers, irrigation technicians, and licensed pest management experts who fan out to communities and businesses all over South Florida. Experienced, on time, and dependable. Our staff is fully trained, licensed, and insured. Contact us by phone, email, social media, or through our website to answer all your landscape questions. We are Cutter's Edge, Total Landscape Solutions.
A Sultan's choice for excitement and a caravan of savings awaits at Toyota of Hollywood. Your wish for savings has been granted with discounts of up to $4,500. Take a magic carpet ride in a Toyota Corolla, not $24,000, $19,988. Step into our Grand Bazaar where you'll find epic savings at the #1 volume Toyota dealer, Toyota of Hollywood, on 441 between Hollywood Boulevard and Sheridan Street. Open till midnight.
After 40 years, the Big Cheese Miami is still producing great Italian food. They started in 1984. Since then, they've been winning awards while being voted the best inexpensive Italian restaurant in Miami. Visit them for great food, amazing service. Witness the decades of Cane's memories. The walls are like a Miami Hurricanes Hall of Fame. The Big Cheese delivers anything on its menu or party platter menu to your home, office, or even a park for a picnic. Located at 8080 Southwest 67th Avenue, Miami. Call 305-662-6855. TheBigCheeseMiami.com, where they serve large portions at family prices.
Oh, Sam, not again.
Initiating Daddy's back.
Go!
Set the rhythm of your smart home with Sloman Shield Blink, the new integrated smart home platform that automates your life just the way you want it. Sloman Shield Blink. Be the maestro of your own home.
If you're looking to take your home or business to the next level, then RM Contractors can assist you. RM specializes in new residential turnkey, new commercial turnkey, home and office remodeling. Call them for free estimates. Serving all of South Florida, licensed and insured. Call Ray, 305-345-3649. You work hard to create the perfect atmosphere. You dream it, we'll build it. RM Contractors, 305-345-3649. Or Instagram at RMC Fisher Island.
Before you buy or lease a Honda, Volkswagen, Hyundai, or any other model, compare Subaru, rated #1 in safety at Subaru of Pembroke Pines. Buy with 0.9% financing, 0 down. Forester with symmetrical all-wheel drive, $259 a month. Crosstrek with symmetrical all-wheel drive, $239 a month. During the Subaru A Lot to Love event at Subaru of Pembroke Pines, South Florida's #1 volume Subaru retailer.
Welcome to Caneswear. New store, new items, same great experience. Family owned and operated since 2010, Caneswear has the latest merchandise from the Miami Hurricanes, Miami Dolphins, Florida Panthers, Inter Miami CF, and more. Come visit us at our store in Davie on University Drive, just south of 595, or online at caneswear.com. Caneswear, the spot Miami fans shop.
Hi, this is Jeff Welt from Welt & Rayom. Dan and I have been in business together for over 22 years. We're not your typical lawyers. When Dan's not working in the office, he's flying his stunt plane. When I'm not in the office, I'm either getting tattooed, bowling, riding a motorcycle, or going to concerts. We might not be your typical attorneys, but we are aggressive attorneys, and we'll do whatever it takes to get you what you deserve. Consultations are always free. Call us anytime, 24/7.
Welt & Rayom can help.
There's just one place to celebrate a happy new model year. Acura of Pembroke Pines. Drive away in a new ADX. Only $299 a month at Acura of Pembroke Pines, the #1 volume Acura dealer.
So here we are. I wanted to show you the backyard again because we had some trouble last time, but you know, CuttersEdgePro.com does some amazing stuff, and there are the boys and the girl. They're having fun. There we go. Right, Maiden? Right, Bono? There we go. They're having fun. I'm having fun. Look at our Sylvester palm. It is beautiful. We got another one in the front yard like that. You can take your home and landscaping to the next level. And the artificial turf, look at that. Look at that. The two dinosaurs going at it, huh? Look at that. Gotta love the dinosaurs. Look at them. They like to bite each other's legs. That's what they do. They play with each other and then they bite each other and they piss each other off. It's fun. One is Bono, which is the one farther away from you, and Maiden. She's the girl right here. She's a badass. That's for sure. So anyway, see the flowers are coming out. Very nice. CuttersEdgePro.com, folks. This big tree there will start budding that I'm showing you there soon. It'll have all kinds of flowers. I'll post another video and I'll show it to you. This is a backyard where everybody gets to hang out. Over there in the corner there, I put the barbecue and cook. So that way it's the farthest away from the house, you know. If I light myself on fire or somebody else, we're out in the corner away from everybody. There you go. So you're getting some flowers coming out, which is a beautiful thing. And I swear by this artificial turf, it always looks phenomenal. I don't have to cut it. I don't have to water it. And so I'm saving a lot of money, hundreds and thousands in the long run, because I'm not watering or, of course, cutting the grass. And you know, here in South Florida, we cut the grass like every 10 to 14 days.
This is the Big O Show. 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 This is
So here's the putting green. See? There you go. Got two flags. One is over there where Cutter's Edge Pro. It's not coming out now. Come on. Come on, wind. Give me a little wind. No, unfortunately. But there you go. And this one says Big O here. There you go. So there's my putting green. It's about, I would say about 25 feet, something like that. I get to practice, have a little fun. See? And then, of course, we got, the bunkers. Got to have the bunkers, man. Got all kinds of bunkers there. You know what I'm saying? So that's a taste of our backyard. There's Maiden right there. Maiden. Bono, how you doing, Bono? Bono. Bono. He's a Carolina dog, by the way. These dogs are amazing. Their temperaments are awesome. But there is the Sylvester palm, which is just beautiful. All right, call my guys, Will and Mike at Cutter's Edge Pro. They will take care of you. Dogs are not included, okay? Can't include the dogs. Those are mine. But the exceptional work, oh, baby. Oh, baby. Yes. Make your home an oasis. CuttersEdgePro.com. Go to their Instagram page, by the way, so you can see a lot of the before and after work that they do. And it is exceptional, baby. This thing's been on here for about 9 months. No grass growing through it or anything like that. Right, Bono? Huh? Bono! So here we are. I wanted to show you the backyard again because we had some trouble last time, but you know, CuttersEdgePro.com does some amazing stuff, and they're the boys and the girl. They're having fun. There we go. Right, Maiden? Right, Bono? There we go. They're having fun. I'm having fun. Look at our Sylvester palm. It is beautiful. We got another one in the front yard like that. You can take your home and landscaping to the next level. And the artificial turf, look at that. Look at that. The two dinosaurs going at it, huh? Look at that. Gotta love the dinosaurs. Look at them. They like to bite each other's legs. That's what they do. They play with each other and then they bite each other and they piss each other off. It's fun. One is Bono, which is the one farther away from you, and Maiden. She's the girl right here. She's a badass. That's for sure. So anyway, see the flowers are coming out. Very nice. CuttersEdgePro.com, folks. This big tree there will start budding that I'm showing you there soon. It'll have all kinds of flowers. I'll post another video and I'll show it to you. This is a backyard where everybody gets to hang out. Over there in the corner there, I put the barbecue and cook. So that way it's the farthest away from the house, you know. If I light myself on fire or somebody else, we're out in the corner away from everybody. There you go. So you can get some flowers coming out, which is a beautiful thing. And I swear by this artificial turf, it always looks phenomenal. I don't have to cut it. I don't have to water it. And so I'm saving a lot of money, hundreds and thousands in the long run, because I'm not watering or, of course, cutting the grass. And you know, here in South Florida, we cut the grass like every 10 to 14 days.
I think I know what this is. Houston, we have a package. Hello?
No matter where you are, the Sloman Shield Home Security System guards your home. With next-gen perimeter protection, 24/7 monitoring, and interior motion sensing. And right now, get a free Sloman Shield security system and doorbell camera, all professionally installed, for free.
Shield your world, the Sloman Shield.
So here we are. I wanted to show you the backyard again because we had some trouble last time, but you know, CuttersEdgePro.com does some amazing stuff, and they're the boys and the girl. They're having fun. There we go. Right, Maiden? Right, Bono? There we go. They're having fun. I'm having fun. Look at our Sylvester palm. It is beautiful. We got another one in the front yard like that. You can take your home and landscaping to the next level. And the artificial turf, look at that. Look at that. The two dinosaurs going at it, huh? Look at that. Gotta love the dinosaurs. Look at them. They like to bite each other's legs. That's what they do. They play with each other and then they bite each other and they piss each other off. It's fun. One is Bono, which is the one farther away from you, and Maiden. She's the girl right here. She's a badass. That's for sure. So anyway, see the flowers are coming out. Very nice. CuttersEdgePro.com, folks. This big tree there will start budding that I'm showing you there soon. It'll have all kinds of flowers. I'll post another video and I'll show it to you. This is a backyard where everybody gets to hang out. Over there in the corner there, I put the barbecue and cook. That way it's the farthest away from the house, you know. If I light myself on fire or somebody else, we're out in the corner away from everybody. There you go. So you're getting some flowers coming out, which is a beautiful thing. And I swear by this artificial turf, it always looks phenomenal. I don't have to cut it. I don't have to water it. And so I'm saving a lot of money, hundreds and thousands in the long run, because I'm not watering or, of course, cutting the grass. And you know, here in South Florida, we cut the grass like every 10 to 14 days.
When it comes to your smile, confidence is so important. At Moody Dental, they provide the services to get your smile back. This family-run practice prides itself by offering the latest technology to give your family the best experience possible. Moody Dental has been in business for over 30 years with offices in Hialeah and Plantation. They accept most major dental insurances. They provide free new patient exams, 20% off select treatments. To qualify, please follow us on Instagram at moodys.dental. Moody Dental has been in business for over 30 years. To schedule an appointment in Hialeah, call 305-821-0231 and Plantation 954-692-6825. From Invisaligns, dental implants, same-day crowns, and the preventative care and preservation to get your smile back. Go to moodysdental.com to find out more and tell them Big O sent you.
It starts every morning before the sun comes up. Projects are laid out. Plans are made. Equipment is fueled and loaded with inventory to handle all service requests. Orders are given to an army of skilled landscape maintenance professionals, certified arbor trimmers, irrigation technicians, and licensed pest management experts who fan out to communities and businesses all over South Florida. Experienced, on time, and dependable. Our staff is fully trained, licensed, and insured. Contact us by phone, email, social media, or through our website to answer all your landscape questions. We are Cutter's Edge. Total Landscape Solutions.
Oh, Sam, not again.
Initiating Daddy's back.
Go!
Set the rhythm of your smart home with Sloman Shield Blink, the new integrated smart home platform that automates your life just the way you want it. Sloman Shield Blink. Be the maestro of your own home.
So here we are. I wanted to show you the backyard again because we had some trouble last time, but you know, cuttersedgepro.com does some amazing stuff, and there are the boys and the girl. They're having fun. There we go. Right, Maiden? Right, Bono? There we go. They're having fun. I'm having fun. Look at our Sylvester palm. It is beautiful. We got another one in the front yard like that. You can take your home and landscaping to the next level. And the artificial turf, look at that. Look at that, the two dinosaurs going at it, huh? Look at that. I gotta love the dinosaurs. Look at them. They like to bite each other's legs. That's what they do. They play with each other and then they bite each other and they piss each other off. It's fun. One is Bono, which is the one farther away from you, and Maiden. She's the girl right here. She's a badass. That's for sure. So anyway, see the flowers are coming out. Very nice. Cuttersedgepro.com, folks. This big tree there will start budding that I'm showing you there soon. It'll have all kinds of flowers. I'll post another video and I'll show it to you. This is a backyard where everybody gets to hang out. Over there in that corner there, I put the barbecue and cook. That way it's the farthest away from the house, you know. If I light myself on fire or somebody else, we're out in the corner away from everybody. There you go. So you're getting some flowers coming out, which is a beautiful thing. And I swear by this artificial turf, it always looks phenomenal. I don't have to cut it. I don't have to water it. And so I'm saving a lot of money, hundreds and thousands in the long run, because I'm not watering or, of course, cutting the grass. And you know, here in South Florida, we cut the grass like every 10 to 14 days. So here's the putting green. See? There you go. Got two flags. One was over there where Cutter's Edge Pro. It's not coming out now. Come on. Come on, wind. Give me a little wind. No, unfortunately. But there you go. And this one says Big O here. There you go. So there's my putting green. It's about, I would say about 25 feet, something like that. I get to practice, have a little fun. See? And then, of course, we got, the bunkers. Got to have the bunkers, man. Got all kinds of bunkers there. You know what I'm saying? So that's a taste of our backyard. There's Maiden right there. Maiden. Bono, how you doing, Bono? Bono. He's a Carolina dog, by the way. These dogs are amazing. Their temperaments are awesome. But there is the Sylvester Palm, which is just beautiful. All right, call my guys, Will and Mike at Cutter's Edge Pro. They will take care of you. Dogs are not included, okay? Can't include the dogs. Those are mine. But the exceptional work, oh, baby. Oh, baby. Yes. Make your home an oasis. CuttersEdgePro.com. Go to their Instagram page, by the way, so you can see a lot of the before and after work that they do. And it is exceptional, baby. This thing's been on here for about 9 months. No grass growing through it or anything like that. Right, Bono? Huh? Bono!
This is the Big O Show. 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 This is...
After 40 years, the Big Cheese Miami is still producing great Italian food. They started in 1984. Since then, they've been winning awards while being voted the best inexpensive Italian restaurant in Miami. Visit them for great food, amazing service. Witness the decades of Cane's memories. The walls are like a Miami Hurricanes Hall of Fame. The Big Cheese delivers anything on its menu or party platter menu to your home, office, or even a park for a picnic. Located at 8080 Southwest 67th 7th Avenue, Miami. Call 305-662-6855. TheBigCheeseMiami.com, where they serve large portions at family prices.
If you're looking to take your home or business to the next level, then RM Contractors can assist you. RM specializes in new residential turnkey, new commercial turnkey, home and office remodeling. Call them for free estimates. Serving all of South Florida, licensed and insured. Call Ray, 305-345-3649. You work hard to create the perfect atmosphere. You dream it, we'll build it. RM Contractors, 305-345-3649. Or Instagram at RMC Fisher Island.
Oh, Sam, not again.
Initiating Daddy's back.
Go!
Set the rhythm of your smart home with Sloman Shield Blink, the new integrated smart home platform that automates your life just the way you want it. Sloman Shield Blink, be the maestro of your own home.
There's just one place to celebrate a happy new model year. Acura of Pembroke Pines. Drive away in a new CVX. Only $459 a month at Acura of Pembroke Pines, the #1 volume Acura dealer.
This is the Big O Show. 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 This is...
It starts every morning before the sun comes up. Projects are laid out. Plans are made. Equipment is fueled and loaded with inventory to handle all service requests. Orders are given to an army of skilled landscape maintenance professionals, certified arbor trimmers, irrigation technicians, and licensed pest management experts who fan out to communities and businesses all over South Florida. Experienced, on time, and dependable. Our staff is fully trained, licensed, and insured. Contact us by phone, email, social media, or through our website to answer all your landscape questions. We are Cutter's Edge. Total Landscape Solutions.
Welcome to Caneswear. New store, new items, same great experience. Family owned and operated since 2010, Caneswear has the latest merchandise from the Miami Hurricanes, Miami Dolphins, Florida Panthers, Inter Miami CF, and more. Come visit us at our store in Davie on University Drive, just south of 595, or online at caneswear.com. Caneswear, the spot Miami fans shop.
Hi, this is Jeff Welt from Welton Rayom. Dan and I have been in business together for over 22 years. We're not your typical lawyers. When Dan's not working in the office, he's flying his stunt plane. When I'm not in the office, I'm either getting tattooed, bowling, riding a motorcycle, or going to concerts. We might not be your typical attorneys, but we are aggressive attorneys, and we'll do whatever it takes to get you what you deserve. Consultations are always free. Call us anytime, 24/7.
Welton Rayom can help.
So here we are. I wanted to show you the backyard again because we had some trouble last time, but you know, CuttersEdgePro.com does some amazing stuff, and they're the boys and the girl. They're having fun. There we go. Right, Maiden? Right, Bono? There we go. They're having fun. I'm having fun. Look at our Sylvester palm. It is beautiful. We got another one in the front yard like that. You can take your home and landscaping to the next level. And the artificial turf, look at that. Look at that. The two dinosaurs going at it, huh? Look at that. Gotta love the dinosaurs. Look at them. They like to bite each other's legs. That's what they do. They play with each other and then they bite each other and they piss each other off. It's fun. One is Bono, which is the one farther away from you, and Maiden. She's the girl right here. She's a badass. That's for sure. So anyway, see the flowers are coming out. Very nice. CuttersEdgePro.com, folks. This big tree there will start budding that I'm showing you there soon. It'll have all kinds of flowers. I'll post another video and I'll show it to you. This is a backyard where everybody gets to hang out. Over there in that corner there, I put the barbecue and cook. So that way it's the farthest away from the house, you know. If I light myself on fire or somebody else, we're out in the corner away from everybody. There you go. So you can get some flowers coming out, which is a beautiful thing. And I swear by this artificial turf, it always looks phenomenal. I don't have to cut it. I don't have to water it. And so I'm saving a lot of money, hundreds and thousands in the long run, because I'm not watering or, of course, cutting the grass. And you know, here in South Florida, we cut the grass like every 10 to 14 days.
This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show. This is Big O Show. This is the 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 Big O Show. This is
So here's the putting green. See? There you go. Got two flags. One was over there where Cutter's Edge Pro. It's not coming out now. Come on. Come on, wind. Give me a little wind. No, unfortunately. But there you go. And this one says Big O here. There you go. So there's my putting green. It's about, I would say about 25 feet, something like that. I get to practice, have a little fun. See? And then, of course, we got, the bunkers. Got to have the bunkers, man. Got all kinds of bunkers there. You know what I'm saying? So that's a taste of our backyard. There's Maiden right there. Maiden. Bono, how you doing, Bono? Bono. He's a Carolina dog, by the way. These dogs are amazing. Their temperaments are awesome. But there is the Sylvester Palm, which is just beautiful. All right, call my guys, Will and Mike at Cutter's Edge Pro. They will take care of you. Dogs are not included, okay? Can't include the dogs. Those are mine. But the exceptional work, oh, baby. Oh, baby. Yes. Make your home an oasis. CuttersEdgePro.com. Go to their Instagram page, by the way, so you can see a lot of the before and after work that they do. And it is exceptional, baby. This thing's been on here for about 9 months. No grass growing through it or anything like that. Right, Bono? Huh? Bono?
The viewpoint, statements, or beliefs expressed on the following program by the host, guests, or callers are not necessarily the opinions of FantasyXS.com, Media Group Inc. ownership, management, sponsors, or website.
All righty, welcome aboard. And now the question is, are you even hearing me right now, Sean Stanley? Are you? Okay, you are. You're hearing me. All right, that's a good thing. We are here at Hialeah Park and had some technical snafus. So I had to be like the engineer here, and I am not an engineer. So it took us a little while. This is what happens when you have Apple updates and then they change all the configurations on your ass and then you've got to figure them all out again. So that's kind of what happens. So yeah, so crazy stuff. Everything good out there? Are we kosher? Can you see me out there? Can you? Are we all good? Just want to know, make sure that you guys are seeing and hearing, and sorry that I am late. I apologize. Yes, sir.
I don't want to be picky, but you're a little bit to the right side facing of the screen.
So what am I supposed to do? Is there like some kind of thingamajig here I'm supposed to hit?
I think we should. No. It would just be kind of moving the laptop.
Aha, like that.
Other way.
Like that.
There we go. That's
really okay. Because the way I see it, like I am off the screen. You know how screwed up.
You probably have that thing that we had with the issue before, the mirror.
Right.
Camera, so it's mirroring.
Right.
You probably have that on, which is what. Remember when we had the issues where I was telling you were on the camera and you were saying, "No, I'm not." When we were on YouTube, I think you might have that on yours right now.
Well, what do we got now? Biatch. I fixed it. I took off that thing. Or how do we look now? Because now I look like I'm centered on mine. But are you centered on yours?
You are perfect.
I'm far from it, but hey, I'll take it. I'll take it. Anyway, welcome aboard. Thank you all out there for hanging in there, man, because it was kind of a mission today just to get on, and I just realized that my iPad has got 10%, so that probably won't last for the show. That is fun. Anyway, welcome aboard. We're at Hialeah Park. We're gonna have some fun out here. We'll talk some Dolphins. We appreciate all of you for tuning in, and those of you that hung in there and showed some patience. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We got Panthers back in action tonight, which is absolutely awesome. But I mean, 5 o'clock, it's an injustice to the world champions, to the best team in the planet, in the universe, in stratospheres everywhere. And see, that's a good thing. Now, I feel sorry for, like, I see on social media Dolphins that probably, they all don't live here in South Florida. You know what I'm saying? So they probably have allegiance to other teams. And God, I hope that your allegiance to other teams are ones that are winning and giving you something. Because, man, if you're a Dolphins fan and you're also a Browns fan, or you're also whatever, you know, you're not having a good year. You know what I'm saying? But at least if you're a Dolphins fan that is also a Panthers fan, a Dolphins fan that's also a Canes fan, you know what I mean? And even Inter, they give us good regular seasons. We'll see if they do anything in the postseason. Maybe they mirror what the Dolphins do every once in a while when they go to the postseason. We'll see. But, you know, at least we got some stuff to be able to, you know, hang our hats on. And tonight or this afternoon or whatever you want to look at it, Chicago and the Panthers at 5 o'clock. By the way, the Panthers are minus 300 on the money line and Chicago plus 225. They'll be raising the banner. They had their rings yesterday, which is really, really cool. Just a awesome thing for all of us. And we really need it. I know I need it. After what I've gone through for 40 years with the Dolphins and the last 20-something years now, 20 years for the Canes. Yeah, man, I needed that Heat run. I need this Panthers run. You know what I'm saying? And maybe now Mario and the boys can now get on their own run. You know, and that's pretty cool how the Heat started the race, and then they handed the baton off to the Panthers now, and now the Panthers have been just kicking ass in that race. And I don't want them to hand the baton off yet, but it's nice to see that maybe the Canes are going to get in the mix. The crazy shit is, the real crazy shit is that the Canes are good enough to win a title, which it would be, considering what happened the first couple of years, that would be one hell of a turnaround. One amazing turnaround to be able to do that. So we'll see. We'll see if it happens. We'll see if it happens.
Lenny says, don't mean to be picky, but it sounds like you're using the computer's mic, Big O. Am I, Sean? I don't think so, but you tell me. Is it more directional? Is it picking up everything?
No, it's okay right now. I think it's just your USB mic. It doesn't sound as crisp as a studio that they're used to, or with us running through the mixer. You're using the USB mic, so that's the way it will be for today.
It says USB audio device. It doesn't say. It doesn't.
Yeah,
say
you're good. You sound clear enough. It's not as crisp as when you're in studio or we're on the Roadcaster. That's all.
Right. Exactly. Yes. Today I have no engineer next to me. He's at home, so that's why we don't sound up to par, Lenny. Sorry. What do we have here? Cosa Nostra, I see, is number 1. He's working in the rain, and that sucks. Yes, it does. NorCal is flying to Miami. Devin Jordan, I bet Mike Tenenbaum probably threw out Rex Ryan's name to Ross. Juan Mendoza, Tim Riggins, Chuck Shannon. The ownership won't change, Chuck. So stop with that already. They print money on that property, bro. Okay? They print money. Only a fool sells the Dolphins. Why? Only fools continue to come back to the Dolphins. Plus, they have the Hurricanes, and they have F1, and they have the biggest concerts in the world come to there, and they have some of the biggest festivals, and they've got the tennis tournament, the Hurricanes, the training facility, hospital. You're stuck with the Rosses, dude. And when Steven's gone, his daughter takes over and the family takes over because they print money. You know, you can forget about Ross selling, and you can also forget the other silly thing. Boycott them. Nobody boycotts the NFL. The Detroit Lions didn't win for like 70 years and never got boycotted. The Cleveland Browns are an absolute disaster. They sign rapists, allegedly, if you want, and they don't get banned or anything like that. So it's the NFL, dude. It's Teflon. Teflon. Absolutely Teflon. They can do whatever they want, and we will come back and come back and come back. So stop with all that silliness. It'll never happen. What else? What else? Lisa Rose, good afternoon. Brian Landis, Tim Riggins, Robert T., Dolphin 66, Jay Slim, Devin Jordan, Eric Bedenbaugh. Yep, Mark Sanchez has been offered a plea deal, 10 years in prison or 5 more years with the Jets. How about that story with Dirty Sanchez? He attacks a 70-year-old man. Guy's all messed up. He was able to stab him at least. Thank God he was able to stab him. I'm serious, by the way. Maybe he's alive now because the old man was able to stab him and defend himself. You know? So clearly it's a dude that can't handle his alcohol. Right? And now the misdemeanors have been all upgraded because this guy was attacking him. Absolutely attacking him, dude. Like what Mark Sanchez and alcohol do not mix. That is a strange story. Now, the twisted, remember I use humor for everything in the world. For everything in every moment, doesn't matter how dark it may be. But I'm just saying, the orange man, he talked about deporting crazy people that like attack elderly people. Because, we've had that they attack people in our Asian community, Jewish community, all that, all kinds of stuff throughout. And it's happened a lot. So, just saying. Could Sanchez be deported to Venezuela? I mean, it's pretty sick to attack a 70-year-old. I don't care how drunk you are. Nah, You know, Frankie, CTE, I don't give you an excuse for anything, okay? And by the way, nobody gets CTE from an ass. I use humor for everything. Last time I checked, nobody ends up with CTE because they ran into an ass, especially when they are an ass. You know, two asses attract. It's kind of what it is. So, weird story, but stay tuned. He might be in a Venezuelan jail near you. Let's see, what else do we have? Jay Slim. Akaris is in the house. Oscar Rojas. Don't forget, folks, smash the hell out of the like button. Smash it like Mark Sanchez does to the elderly. Let's see. Jeff is in Long Island. Fins Fan 911. Good afternoon to you, sir. He's rooting for his Mariners today. I like it. Better than the Dolphins. That's for damn sure. Adolfo, Big O, you can tell an idiot, but maybe the reason why McD is still the coach is that Ross does not believe in any W and he wants to stay with your favorite clown coach to end the season. True or false? We're talking about the guy that extended McDaniel and extended Joe Philbin. He doesn't know anything about football. Stephen Ross is a complete buffoon when it comes to football. So I wouldn't trust his opinion or anything that he thinks about football for no reason at all. I wouldn't put my life on the line. I wouldn't even put today's dinner on the line. Okay? That guy is as incompetent as it gets when it comes to football. He ruins his own team. This is the owner that screwed his own team of a first and third rounder, mind you. Okay? Remember that. This is the buffoon that screwed his own team out of a first and a third rounder. So, I wish Dumbo made better decisions, but he just doesn't. Sweet Baby Ray, McD has sabotaged the Big O show. There is no technical difficulty. While we were off, you guys were having some fun with that, huh? Let's see. Adrian Garcia, Gabriel Perez, True Fin Fan, Dolphin Dave. Okay, Fins Fan 911. Thank you, sir, for your super chat. And it wasn't Sean. It had nothing to do with Sean. It had to do everything with me and my stupid computer and Apple updating and all kinds of stuff. Anyway, let's see. It was funny seeing the AEW stars on the sidelines on the Jags game. I was confused until I noticed the masked folks down there, plus the owner of the Jags, dude. Right? And from what I've learned, right, Sean, the owner of the Jags is the owner of AEW, isn't it?
Yes, and tomorrow night is AEW Homecoming. They're in Daly's place, which is where it all started for All Elite Wrestling.
There you go. There you go. Daly's place. Let me tell you something. Daly's place is one of the coolest concepts out there. Have you ever been to Daly's place there, Mr. Wrestler? Okay, so Mr. Concert Goer has been to Daly's place a couple times. Want you to know, first of all, it's a double-edged sword. Okay? Because what they did was, you know how you have stadiums, and at the back end of a stadium, you know, you got it coming down and all that. So on the back end, what they did was they closed it off and made it a club. It's really cool concept. Okay? Super cool concept. Only problem is, and I don't know if they've fixed it yet, if anybody that lives in the Jacksonville area can help me out with this, but the last time I was there, was for Greta Van Fleet. Okay? And, buddy, I love you. Miss you. Bill Preston was with me. We did the triangle run where we went to Miami, we went to Jacksonville, and we went to Orlando and the Miami shows there, to all 3 shows in the state of Florida. So the acoustics there were terrible. There was too much echo. Okay? I'm sure it's great for a wrestling match when you're announcing and, get a little echo and all that. But for music, you don't want it bouncing. That's just not the way you want music going. You don't want it just because then it just creates kind of a weird delay in the whole thing. And I don't know if Daly's Place has fixed it, but and by the way, I knew Nugget. I had no idea was born there. I knew that the owner is the same guy, and that's obviously crossover promotion. Genius. That's what NBC is doing with Bad Bunny. They got Bad Bunny in SNL. Why? Because they want to start getting the American public used to Bad Bunny, because there's already another part of the public that knows Bad Bunny, but there's a whole bunch of other people that don't on NBC, and then the Super Bowl's on NBC. So you're going to see more stuff from Bad Bunny from now to the Super Bowl through NBC because they want the show to be as successful as possible. What were you going to say there, Sean?
No, I was going to say, since Tony Khan owned it, they had everything set up through Daly's Place, basically. So it's kind of considered the home base. Okay. And then when they're COVID, it automatically served as a place. Since they own the stadium, they ran everything during COVID through Daly's Place as well.
Okay. All right. Let me here and here. So there you go. All right, what else do I have here while this thing lasts? At this point, my hope is offense, maybe some good drives to make the season bearable. It's I have a topic I want to talk about today for Dolphin fans on that one. Bigger buffoon owner, Jerry Jones or Stephen Ross? Jerry Jones. Because he's his own worst enemy, and all he had to do was just leave Jimmy Johnson alone. Jimmy Johnson doesn't stay anywhere. And because of his unbearable nature, Jimmy ended up leaving the Dallas Cowboys. I wonder if Jimmy ends up staying there another extra 5 years and what happens with that team. He could have won maybe 2 or 3 more titles. Who knows? And he ruined that. And then he brings Parcells in, who maybe was a better Parcells than we had. But again, you run him out of town too. And now you've been the controlling guy, and so you never get anywhere. So you get what you deserve. Whereas Stephen Ross really has never had it in front of him and then ruin it. But this guy had it and then ruin it. It's like really stupid. And he might have created the environment that Jimmy stays at. Something that Jimmy's never done. He doesn't stay anywhere, dude. Ever. It's 5 years and burned out, and he leaves. And that one place, everything was winning and all of a sudden the idiot wants to start taking credit for it. And listen, you owners can take credit for hiring the right people, but don't start taking credit for the actions on the field, because that was all Jimmy Johnson. And give him his credit. I'll rip him for a lot of the stuff that he didn't do here. Because he underachieved even at UM, and obviously didn't really do anything impressive in Miami. Did find a couple of defensive players, but overall didn't really do anything impressive. So, I can rip him for some things, but I have to credit him for others. And in Dallas, dude, he had it going on. That was bad. Tim says Sanchez did something that one-upped the butt fumble and the embarrassing charts, at least. With the butt fumble, he only made an ass of himself. Here, he criminally made an ass of himself. Yeah. How do you beat a 70-year-old man, bro? How is it that you're attacking a 70-year-old man? What is wrong with you? How bad is your alcohol problem that you're attacking a 70-year-old? You have a serious alcohol problem. Okay? That's a serious alcohol problem. Is Bad Bunny just famous for having the name Bad Bunny? No. He's very famous. It's just not your kind of music. It's not my kind of music. But a lot of people that like that kind of music like him. So that's it. Got to live with it, bro. That's the way it goes. Let's see. What else? If only a Floridian owned the team. Well, Are the Arisons born and raised here? They live here now. They have their businesses. I don't think Viola is born and raised here. He moved here. I think he also has a home away. I think also Sifu also lives in New York a lot too. We've had owners that have also been, and a lot of other places. They've got owners that have multiple homes and don't necessarily live full-time in the city. You're either a good owner or you're a bad owner. Vinny Viola is a good owner, period. And he's not South Florida. He's made it his home now, but it's one of those things. And even Seafood up in the Northeast more, I either you're a good owner or you're a bad owner, man. Doesn't matter. Does every CEO of every company or developer, do they live right in the headquarters every time? Maybe not. Sometimes you move the headquarters to somewhere that is just fiscally better for you because they're giving you all kinds of tax breaks. Doesn't mean you have to live there. It's either you're good at it or you're bad at it. And right now, Stephen Ross is bad at it until proven otherwise. The amp here in St. Augustine is better, says Eddie Lepp. And Eddie would know. Yes, sir.
You were just talking Jerry Jones.
Yes.
Adam Schefter just sent out source. NFL is fining Jerry Jones $250,000 for self-described unfortunate gesture he made Sunday to fans
middle
at
finger.
MetLife Stadium. Jones may appeal.
Well, no, but hold on a second. Okay, Sean. All right. You know what the explanation was, right? You have any idea? No? Oh, okay. No, he meant to give you the thumbs up.
Yeah, right. Yeah, thumbs up. Yeah.
Okay, it was just a Freudian slip. It went to two other fingers to the side, and it moved over to two fingers. So the nerves, so it's tough sometimes. Middle finger, thumb. Yeah, I can see how you get confused. Totally understand. Yeah. Makes all the sense in the world. Happens to me all the time. I cut in, he lets me in line or turning somewhere, and I always look at him and say, "Oh, I'm sorry." I always do that. Always. Yeah. My daughter says, "How was the food?" "Oh, honey, it was great." I'm guilty of it myself. It happens to me all the time. All the time. So I feel for Jerry Jones on that one, because his behavior over the years just really speaks of a person of pure decency, proper ethics, all those kind of things, respect for other people and sexes and colors and all that. He has proven over time that he is one of the great human beings. So take Jerry Jones' word for it. Just want you to know. Just want to help you. Okay. Wow. Steve's in Vegas. I didn't even know. No wonder he took a while to answer me. If I'm in Vegas, I may take a little while to answer you, Sean. You know what I'm saying?
I would totally understand.
Yes. Well, you've been with me while I'm in Vegas. I am not stopping while I'm in Vegas. By the way, the wise guy went 3-0. Okay. He gave you Dallas versus the Jets, 1. He gave you Seattle plus the 3.5 versus the Rams. And by the way, by the Bucks, and he won that one by half a point, by the way. But winning is winning. It doesn't. Your pocketbook doesn't say anything about how close it was or how much you won by or whatever. And then the Lions over, he had the Lions minus, I think it was. That's what it was. He won those. So he won the Detroit, Seattle, and Lions. Then he gave bonus for the side of it, and he went 1-1 because he lost the Chargers -3, but he ended up winning the over on the Detroit-Cincy game. So that he split there. But the main picks, he went 3-0 this week, the wise guy. So, but we gave him out on the pregame. So we gave you a 3-play parlay that hit, and the wise guy gave you 3 picks that hit. We made you some money on Sunday. Okay? And the Canes also made us all some money. God, when it went down to Canes only -1.5, I salivated. I was like, are you kidding me? You seriously? Like, the live line is so good. It's so good. You could get so much value in the live line. Just got to be patient. Yes, sir.
Adam Schefter, again.
Oh.
Free agent wide receiver Odell Beckham told the Pivot Podcast that he is accepting a 6-game suspension for a PED violation last season.
Oh, he's accepting it.
Will appear on today's NFL Wire.
Okay.
Did he ever?
Huh? Did he ever what?
Was he ever even on the field that much?
No, not really.
Right, last season he was Dolphins, right? Not the season before. It was last season, right?
It was last season.
The Dolphins.
Yeah, it was last season. He played a couple games. Yeah.
What the hell's PDs for what?
Try to get healthy, because he was practicing really well. Okay, and up until about a week and a half, he ends up suffering the knee injury. But they didn't know how serious it was, and they thought maybe he had a chance, and then that's why they waffled prior to that, right before the 53, and there was a little bit of a delay, and then we found out that it was too serious, and then it was over from there. He just wasn't gonna. His body wasn't able to recover from that because he's too used up at this point. So it doesn't really matter. He can accept all he wants. He's just a little attention whore. So he just wants to get his name in the pubic eye. That's all that is. Nothing more, nothing less. Let's be honest. So what are you going to do? Well, he had that window. He was running 21 miles an hour. And maybe what happened was they ramped it up too quickly with him. And they probably should have taken it a little slower with him. But it is what it is. Players do whatever they want in that organization. Yes, sir.
So you're saying that's why they did what they did with Darren Waller? They slowed it down?
No. Well, he tore a muscle right from his thing, right from his hip, right from the get-go.
I forgot about that. He had an injury.
Yeah, he had an injury. I mean, but that's kind of Darren Waller's career. He's very injury-prone. So, that's why we've had 1.5 magical games, because McDaniel chose not to use him in the second half. So we only get 1.5 games because of the coach. And that's what you hope that he can last, because obviously he can be a difference maker even at this age. Bag on Head, thank you for the love on Venmo. Remember, you can make a donation to the show, Cash App or Venmo, at Cash Big O Show. That is Cash Big O Show, Cash App or Venmo, and you can make a Bitcoin, Ethereum, Chainlink, or Solana donation. Bag on Head says, Big O, the way your show started today, I was worried you sold it to Stephen Ross. I haven't quit on you guys. Not yet. I'll be here for a little while more. I'll be here, man. Bag on Head again. Venmo, he says, won't be watching the Dolphins Sunday. Why waste this beautiful weather? Darren Waller is the only interesting storyline. I will still be here to discuss Panthers and Canes, you know, teams that actually are trying to win. It's sad, but that's the state that we're in right now. Doesn't that suck? That's the state we're in right now. And again, Bag on Head, thank you, sir, for the Venmos. Appreciate that immensely. Don't forget, folks, to smash the hell out of the like button. Let me see if I can pull up the YouTube channel here, because now I already burned out. That one wasn't fully charged, and I didn't come prepared as I should with the electrical cable. So we are surviving on pure battery. Here we are. I got my checkboard back for you guys. Let's see. Big O, one finger move is a Freudian slip. Any more is the owner of buffoonery or an assholiness? Maybe a little bit of both. Justin in Miami, is Miami too much of a distraction for the Dolphin players? No. Justin, somebody tell Ryan Fitzpatrick that the Panthers are here winning championships. The Miami Heat, literally next to South Beach, won 3 titles. Literally next to South Beach. The Marlins won 2 titles. The Canes won 5 titles in football. South Beach has been here the entire time. South Florida has been a party time. See, the problem we have is time. We have way too much time on our hands. And so since we have to fill a lot of time, people say a lot of stupid shit. Like Chad Ochocinco, oh no, you know, there's a chance that Tyreek Hill could come back at the end of this season and help out the Dolphins, which the season's over, moron. Well, why would he even want to come back to help out the Dolphins? What? Win 5 games on the season? Win their 4th game? Win their 6th game? Chad, are you that stupid? Ryan Fitzpatrick, are you that stupid? Oh, it's South Beach. No, yeah, really. So South Beach only stops the Dolphins from winning, but everybody else can win titles. So hoes are only attracted to football players. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, professional football players, because college football players win titles. And by the way, the college football team is back in the national title mix. Somebody tell Ryan Fitzpatrick that they're, top 2, 3 in the country right now? Stupid shit. Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. The Dolphins haven't won a title because they built the stadium on an Indian burial ground. Meanwhile, the Marlins won 2 titles there. The stupid shit that we come up with to try, and it's because we have too much time on our hands. Too much time on our hands. Now they want me to start talking about coaches, because we know that McDaniel is going to get fired. But why would I talk about a coach now? They haven't even fired the current one. We have no idea what's available. We have too much time on our hands. So we come up with the stupid shit because we have to fill the time. And we come up with these theories that make no sense whatsoever. Or we listen to people that say, no, Xavier Howard can still play. It's shock value. And I'm sure Omar Kelly is now cheering on for Brent Grimes to be signed by the Miami Dolphins. So we're in a world where the crazier and the dumber shit that you say is actually better, because that's what the public eats up. That's what the public wants to talk about. The stupid shit. None of the stuff that's actually substance. Forget the fact that Xavier Howard couldn't play 3 years ago. But no, let's somehow want to sign him now. And Lou Anarumo should be fired for signing Xavier Howard, to be quite honest. I can understand a writer who's a buddy of his getting suckered into it. That I get. But, if you're a coach, you should be a little objective. You're also supposed to be objective if you're a writer, too. Anyway. Too much time, as Sticks would say. Too much time on my hands. Oh, it's a calamity. Dolphin Dave says, don't care about the Dolphins anymore. They just suck. Oh, man. White man, not happening, but give me Lane Kiffin. Oh, again. So, not happening, but let's talk about it. Too much time. Frankie Fresco, Big O with Sergio Busquets now, and now Jordi Alba announcing their retirement. Do you think Inter Miami will bring more Messi friends, or will they now be focused on young kids and an opportunity? Hey, Frankie, when are you going to the Improv? That's some funny stuff there. Yeah? Messi runs that team, bro. It'll be Messi's country club. He'll bring another buddy of his, and they'll have to sign him to keep him happy. That's kind of the way it is. Didn't you see him leaving the pitch this week? Get out of my way to his own teammate. Yeah. Read the room, Frankie. It's all about Messi and his buddies on that team. Let me tell you something. Inter Miami better win it all this year. Okay? Because it's only going to get worse. Because, you keep adding old guys, you're not going anywhere. And, these guys do get older and older and older. The best thing that Alba did was announce that he's retiring at the end of the year. His body, you see it, Frankie. You're one of the ones on here that actually watches it. His body's breaking down completely, dude. There was no way that extension he agreed to that he was going to last. I mean, in every game, he's grabbing his hamstring. He's cooked. You know what I'm saying? He's a hell of a player, but he can't. His body is writing checks it can't cash. So now he won't be cashing any more Inter Miami checks after this year. So that is good. But another buddy will. So Ocala Joe says, too much time on our hands. That Styx song ain't it. Well, you don't like that Styx song? It's a great song. My favorite song of Styx is Renegade. That's my favorite song. But I do love Too Much Time on My Hands. It's a great freaking song. Let's see. Anthony says, Big O, can I use my attorney to get a refund from Stephen Ross of the money I spent on the Dolphins? Yeah, you might be able to. Call Welton Realm. Explain your case. You may have one. 954-966-4646. Bankruptcy, homeowner property damage, condo damage, criminal defense, business owner claims, commercial litigation. Call our friends. Jeff Welt, Daniel Rayo. They will bring Mr. Ears to his knees. Anyway, let's see. No, Anthony, you don't want me as an attorney. You definitely want Jeff and Dan. Okay? You want those guys. You don't want me. I'm just an idiot that does a show. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a betting expert. I'm not an attorney. I'm just an idiot that does a show here. That's it. That's all I can't listen to me, dude. I don't know anything whatsoever. Big O, did you ever see Greta getting big enough to ever do a halftime show? No. No. Unless they come up with something that's more mainstream, which in their first album, it was a little bit closer to that. They had a chance. And if they kept down that road, they had a chance. But they kind of changed their sound because I guess they got so much criticism because they're a Zeppelin influence, which is so stupid for them to even shy away from that. They do great. They make great music. So who cares what their music is influenced by? I can tell you many artists over the years of songs that they created that have influences from others, but it doesn't take away from the fact that you wrote the goddamn song and the music and the lyrics, and it's great music. Doesn't matter if it has an influence. It's not a copy. You're not copying anybody. Just because your music is influenced by somebody else doesn't mean you're copying. You know what I'm saying? So you still have to write the individual lyrics. You still have to write the individual chords and solos and everything to make it sound great on your own, even if the song sounds influenced by somebody else that you could hear an artist they do this song and you go, wow, this sounds a lot alike, but it's a great song. And that's Greta. But I the direction they're going in now, no, I don't think so. I don't think so. No, you got to be, and the other thing. Here's the other thing: as time goes on, Frankie, we're moving away from rock being any kind of mainstream on the Super Bowl. You're gonna have to be. It'll have to be the Foo Fighters 10 more years from now when they're like at the back end of their careers and almost done, and then they're doing like some kind of historic type of thing if they go on to have a few more, albums and success and all that kind of stuff. That's what I'm seeing, but I'm not seeing the doors open for rock. You got to hit mainstream in order to make it to the Super Bowl now. And pop and rap is a lot closer to that. Well, it's always been, but especially rap. Congratulations to rap. They're much more mainstream now than rock is. So those are the facts, And I'm a metalhead. But as much as I would love to see Metallica, okay, maybe 5 years from now, 8 years from now, they're doing it in, I don't know, let's say San Francisco, in Palo Alto or something, and Metallica's at the end of their career, that's when I can see something like that they give it to Metallica. Something like a rarity. But a common occurrence, Frankie, nah, you have to. If you're rock, to get on the Super Bowl, you have to be the Stones, you have to be U2, you have to be Kiss, you have to be Bruce Springsteen, you have to be, you see what I'm saying? You can put MIA in the Super Bowl, and she's a fraction of what all those rock bands have been. You understand? But pop acts can get in there, and they're lower, but they're more mainstream. So the rock acts that are going to get there are going to be the historic ones, not the young ones or anything like that. So I would say no. That would be my prediction for Greta. No type of Super Bowl halftime. Watch Bad Bunny announce that's who they're bringing on. No shot. What else we have? Jay says, Orlando, did you watch the video of Ray performing the halftime show in London? She's extremely talented. I've seen actually a lot of Ray now since you brought her up a while back. I've seen a lot of Ray, and she is definitely a talent. Yes, very good. Big O, would you ever bring on other beat writers like Barry? Barry doesn't do interviews. He doesn't do interviews. So I've asked Barry in the past. Yeah. So the only interviews I normally do are the sponsored ones. And maybe I'll bring a guy on once in a while here or there. But, what I used to do, bringing on so many, dude, it's overkill. It's overkill. I just don't want to do it anymore, to be quite honest. So, yeah. I kind of feel like on this show, we break more news and give you better insight anyways as it is. So it's not like I really need a ton of help. You know what I'm saying? not one beat writer had Tyreek released like I did. Okay? Not one of them. I told everybody when he was released long time ago. Long time ago. Same thing with X, same thing with Byron Jones. You know, I get tired of all of this. You know, so I'll get some guys on and when things happen maybe and all that. But what I used to do, it bored me. It got me bored really quick. So don't need it. Don't need it. You know, and it's just a lot of retread, a lot of repeating the same stuff. It got boring, especially when you're the interviewer. It gets boring. You know what I mean? So that's why you probably won't see that again. Let's get to our 3A graphic sports calendar. The amazing, the fantastic, the one and only Alan Blanco, 786-618-1443. Custom printing and embroidery. Make sure you reach out to him. You can do it all online. You can do it through Zoom and everything, like a lot of our listeners / business owners have already done with 3A graphics. A couple have done uniforms, but most of the people have done T-shirts, like for trips and stuff for get-togethers and picnics and stuff like that. It's been a very popular item. Reach out to Alan Blanco, 786-618-1443. Tonight, it is the Chicago Blackhawks visiting the Florida Panthers to open up the NHL season as the Panthers defend their back-to-back titles. They will be raising the banner. Yesterday, they got their rings, which were absolutely gorgeous, man. 5 o'clock face-off for that one. Last night, the Jags. Pretty amazing, man. Nice comeback for them to come back and beat the Chiefs 31-28. The Jags improved to 4-1. KC drops to 2-3. Fort Lauderdale United will enjoy the week off. They're back on Saturday, October 19th at 2 o'clock. They will visit Lexington SC. They are still unbeaten. Inter Miami, the news, Jordi Alba plans to retire at the end of the season. He signed an extension. Looks like that extension will be voided, and he will end his career after the 2025 season is over. Inter Miami Saturday at Chase Stadium will host Atlanta United, the thorn in their side. Also Saturday at 7:30, Miami FC hits the road. They will visit Louisville City FC. The Dolphins, they are now a 4-point underdog against the athletic Jeff George and the Chargers. Yesterday, the line was 5.5 in favor of the athletic Jeff George and the Chargers. Today, the line has moved 1.5 in favor of the Miami Dolphins. It's now Chargers only favored by 4. The over and under is 43.5. It was 45 yesterday. Chargers are minus 250 on the money line. It was minus 225 yesterday. Dolphins are plus 200 on the money line. It was plus 195 yesterday. Also, Cleveland Browns have traded Joe Flacco to the Cincinnati Bengals. There you go. And that is your 3A Graphics Sports Challenge. Sports Update, that is. I'm sorry. Oh, one more thing. I forgot to say the Chargers placed running back Omarion Hampton on the IR with the ankle injury. He's out for 4 weeks. All right. It is October 7th, 2025. Today is day number 18,893 since the Miami Dolphins lifted the Vince Lombardi Trophy. It is also day number 8,677 since the Miami Hurricanes were national champions. And today, it is proudly day number 106 of Bitcoin over 100K. I remember being excited about Bitcoin when it got to 21,000 after it dropped to 16. I was telling everybody, man, there's a bank crisis going on, all kinds of stuff, and Bitcoin's rising. I remember that's what was going on at that time. And now I'm telling people, man, we've got a dip at 121,000. That's crazy. That is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy. It's my Chevy Chase report there. I'm Chevy Chase, and you're not. Insanity, man. Absolute insanity. A couple years ago, we were excited about it climbing back to 21,000. Now we're at a dip at 121,000. That, my friends, is beautiful. Cash App or Venmo at Cash Big O Show. That is Cash Big O Show, Cash App or Venmo. And you can make a Bitcoin, Ethereum, Chainlink, or Solana donation. Speaking of Fort Lauderdale United, All Year Cooling, a proud sponsor of the Fort Lauderdale United. All Year Cooling and Plumbing, #1 in Florida, folks. They've been in business since 1973. I'll do the math for you. That's 52 years. You can get extended warranties, financing available, same-day installations, free repair estimates, and 7 days a week service. Please reach out to them. Tell them that Big O sent you. 888-204-5554. That's 888-204-5554. Over 350,000 satisfied customers. They've been at this for a long time, and they can take care of you from Homestead all the way up to Vero Beach. And we've also now got an office in Naples. So check it out there at All Year Cooling and Plumbing. And tell them that Big O sent you. All right. All right. All right. What else do we have to talk about on the show? Let's see. Big O, are you interested in the Wings box set? It looks very cool. I have not even seen it. So they're doing a Paul McCartney and Wings box set. That is cool. You know what I am? Speaking of music, okay? Besides Rush that we talked about yesterday, Cyndi Lauper is actually going to do a residency in Las Vegas. That's pretty cool. So I got to take advantage of that. I got to see Rush with the female drummer, and I definitely have got to go to Vegas. I'm going to take the wife to Vegas to go check out Cyndi Lauper. That's a pretty cool thing, right there. You know what? Let me do a little music. What the hell? That leads me to music. I might as well do a little music. What musicians were born today on October 7th? All right, let's talk about that. Let's see. Taylor Hicks, singer, songwriter, American Idol winner, born in '76 on this date. Leroy Thornhill with the dance group The Prodigy, born in 1969. Tom York, singer and main songwriter for Radiohead, born in 1968. The amazing, the sexy, the beautiful, the talented Toni Braxton, born in 1967. Happy birthday to her. Let's see who else. Simon Cowell, I guess. Got to bring him up. Born in 1959. Tico Torres, very cool. Drummer with Bon Jovi. Let's see. Who else? American bassist Ricky Phillips, born in 1952. Been a member of Styx since 2003 till now. He also worked with the Babies, Bad English, Ronnie Montross, Coverdale and Page, and Ted Nugent. So Ricky Phillips has got a little bit of skills, just in case, you know. John Cougar, or Mellencamp, whatever you want to call him. Born in 1951 on this date. David Hope from Kansas, baby. Born in 1949. Nice to see Kansas back on the road. Back on the road again. Let's see who Tony Sylvester, singer with The Main Ingredient, born in 1941. Colin Cooper with the Climax Blues Band, born in 1939. And that is it for musicians. Now we go to other famous people born on October 7th. And remember, if I don't give you the age, that means they have passed away and they are no longer with us. Okay? We go with actor June Allison, born in 1917. South African Archbishop and Nobel Peace Prize winner Laureate Desmond Tutu, born in 1931. TV personality Jo Behar, born in 42. She is 83 today. Oliver North, born in 43. He is 82 today. Vladimir Putin, born in 52. He's 73 today. Musician Yo-Yo Ma, born in 55. He is 70. Let's see who else celebrating birthdays today. And that is it. Sean Stanley, do you have wrestlers born on this date, sir?
Yes, sir, we do. Aiden English turns 38. Caitlin is 39. And Rhino, he turns 50 on October 7th, 2025.
Love it. All right. Let's do it. Let's switch gears. Let's talk about a real football team, and that's the Miami Hurricanes. And let's talk about a man that is covering a real football team for The Athletic, Manny Navarro, and our Caneswear Miami Hurricanes report.
The viewpoint, statements, or beliefs expressed on the following program by the host, guests, or callers are not necessarily the opinions of FantasyXS.com, Media Group Inc. ownership, management, sponsors, or website. If you're a Miami sports fan, there's only one store to go to, and that's Caneswear at Miami Fanwear in Davie. They're your one-stop shop for all your Inter Miami CF, Canes, Dolphins, Panthers, and Marlins merchandise. They have hats, t-shirts, game day jerseys, and so much more. Located at 2655 South University Drive in Davie, and open 24/7 online at caneswear.com or intermiamiwear.com. Call them at 954-835-5597. Caneswear, the spot where Inter Miami and all Miami sports fans shop. Time for Canes fans to get what they want. Information, insight, and perspective. It's the Caneswear Miami Hurricanes Report with Manny Navarro, exclusively on a Big O radio show. Here's Big O and insider Manny Navarro.
All right. There he is, the man, the myth, the legend. How you doing, buddy? You doing good?
Doing good, It's another beautiful day here in South Florida. I'm glad the rain is starting to go away a little bit. Not as crazy as it's usually been this time of afternoon. So my basketball team can get some practice in. Soccer team, my daughter's soccer team, get some work in. So I'm happy about that.
All right. Injury-wise, it's good to have a week off. Pay sore. Anything else? What can you tell us about any of the injuries? Whatever you can find out, since they're so vague about injuries nowadays.
Yeah, there were some guys that certainly got, I think, nicked up in this game. I think early on in the game, we saw one of their defensive linemen, I believe it was Ahmad Moten, kind of get nicked up a little bit, but he played through it, was able to kind of keep going. Obviously we didn't see JoJo Trader back, so I don't know if that's going to happen finally or not as far as the receivers are concerned. But I think ultimately here, all things considered, I think they got out okay. Zechariah Poyser was banged up in the fourth quarter. I don't know if he ended up coming back in the game. I think he
I don't think so.
have.
I don't remember him back in the game.
I think it was Jacoby Thomas and Keontae Scott who played the whole game for him. So Poyser did not. So we'll see. I mean, look, you have Bryce Fitzgerald, the young freshman, who is really coming on. He's got 3 interceptions already, which is the most among all the freshman defensive backs in the country. And he's only played 112 snaps through 5 games. So I think if you had to put him in there, I think Mario would feel comfortable playing him now, especially as the schedule gets a little weaker.
Yeah, no, I'm with you there. And, dude, I got to tell you something. What a difference in a secondary.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
Really huge difference, and obviously pressure. The pressure you're getting up front helps you out tremendously. I think I've done all the research,
but they're making plays on the ball too. Okay.
Oh
so,
yeah.
let's give that when they're tested at times, they're making plays. It's just, dude, it's just so refreshing, Manny. It's like night and day to watch this defense, to watch that secondary. God, it's awesome. I mean, on Sundays, I watch a head coach that doesn't know how to adjust the jack shit. And, it's really nice to watch coaching.
Yeah, I agree, and I think again, tip your cap to Corey Heatherman, right? Because he's come in here and he's really taught these guys to play discipline. I think when you go back and you look at how Miami dominated Florida State for 3 quarters, it's because they didn't fall for Gus Malzahn's bullshit, right? All of the fakes, all of the movement, all of the, they were very, very disciplined, and that only comes from tremendous training and practice and communication. And I think ultimately that was the key to that game. If they would have been out of position frequently, like if that would have been last year's defense, God knows how many points it would have been.
Oh man, maybe they don't win the game,
right?
You know what I mean? Because that's just kind of the way it goes. We see it at times on different teams and different leagues that sometimes the offense is pretty good, but dude, if your defense, you know what I'm saying? It's over. Look at the Dolphins. They actually scored some points, but you can't do anything if your defense is allowing the running back to just run wild 200 yards, bro. I mean,
yeah. Did you see the tweet out I sent out earlier today? I don't know if you saw it, but I looked up how much every team in the state of Florida, all the football teams, the pro and college teams, how long they've held the lead for this season. The Dolphins are actually not in last place. Only FIU is worse. So there you go.
It's so awesome to enjoy that kind of company for the Miami Dolphins, that their FIU football and Miami Dolphins they're 2 peas in a pod. God, that is just absolutely amazing. All right, so from here on out, I was thinking about this. The good thing for Mario and his coaching staff is that they screwed up enough in the Florida State game that they can now berate their players for a little bit and say, you guys aren't that good. You guys aren't that good, because, the schedule is not that good coming out. It's just from here on out, it's a cakewalk compared to what you've done already in the first 5 games. The rest is cake. You should be able to handle it. And so you got to kind of play yourself. And I guess that's going to be the challenge now, is for this coaching staff to keep pushing their players to be the best that they can possibly be, no matter what.
Well, there's certainly stuff you can take away from this last game and coach them up about. Number one, penalties. That's been a big problem for them. They rank 112th right now in penalties per game, 100th in penalty yards per game. So that's an area you definitely have to clean up. Some of that, has been procedural type stuff before the snap, false starts, illegal shifts, motion, etc. That's the kind of stuff that Mario can certainly get on them about. And I would say too, they did a good job adjusting offensively when Florida State basically decided to sell out against the run. But when they needed to run the ball in the fourth quarter, they really couldn't, right? So maybe there's stuff to work on there as well, right? You just got Jordan Lyle back healthy. Maybe there's ways that you can implement him to be a little bit more explosive in the running game on the outside, instead of having to run everything between the tackles the way Mario has and this offense has to this point. So I think there's certainly things you can improve on. And as I look at it, look at where they are in the country. I know they're number 2 in the poll right now. I was looking at Ohio State. I'm like, you know what? I think Ohio State does deserve to be number 1. I think on paper they're a little bit better than Miami, especially on defense. So I think you could sell that to the players, right? Hey, you're still not number 1.
Right. That's exactly. That you can sell them that, or you can sell them the you saw where you moved down on a week where you were on a bye. Well, if you don't play against this team this week, and team number 3 or 4 plays well, they could be leaping us also at the same time. So you can also scare them that your poor performances could also lead to us falling in the polls. So if you want us to catch up to Ohio State, make sure you start playing even better than what you're playing right now. So I guess that's kind of the mental challenge right now, right?
Yeah, I would say so. And certainly Louisville, I know they lost at home to
Virginia.
Virginia, but they're still a good team. They're a one-loss team, a team that certainly you should beat at home on a Friday night, but they're not a pushover either. They've got a really good defensive line. They've been able to create a whole lot of pressure on opposing teams. I think looking at Louisville's pressure rate right now, I think they're second or third in the country in terms of being able to put, third in the country in terms of pressure rate. So if you're trying to get that offensive line excited, right, every single week. Hey, you guys still have more to improve. Well, you got a good team coming in terms of being able to put pressure on opposing quarterbacks, right? You have a team that has been able to score 36 points a game. You can't take a day off. So I think those are the carrots that you have to dangle over these guys' heads here over the next week.
And by the way, they have the week off also. So it's not like Miami has an advantage in that sense that they're coming off a short week or anything like that. So they're also getting the week off. In that Virginia game, which I'm sure you watched, what did you see from Louisville that could possibly cause problems for Miami?
Well, look, Miller Moss is a veteran quarterback. I don't think there's anything super scary about their offense, but they do have a very good receiver in Chris Bell, who just seems to just make a bunch of ridiculous catches. I think to this point, when you look at the receivers that Miami has faced, they were lucky they didn't have to face Dallas Wilson, the kid who blew up this past week against Texas. Dallas Wilson is a freak freshman. Notre Dame, they didn't really have any marquee receivers. So Bell and Moss and the way that they're able to throw the football is something that I think will be interesting to watch. Because again, to this point, CJ Carr is the best quarterback that they face, and that guy was a redshirt freshman. So Miller Moss is more of a veteran. He's played more football. He's got a good receiver. They've got a good running game. A kid here from South Florida who was made the All ACC freshman team, and
Louisville with South Florida kids? Never.
Right.
Never
Isaac Brown's a good player out of Homestead High School. So he's a good running back. So they have guys that'll be motivated going into that Friday game. And again, in terms of pressure rate, they know how to get pressure on the quarterback, third in the country. So in terms of their last 7 games, I think Louisville and Pittsburgh are the 2 games on paper that I look at and I say, yeah, those will be interesting games that Miami should be up and excited for because they know the opponent is pretty decent.
Manny, I don't get to get close to the players as much as you do at times, but I get to watch some of the interviews and all of that stuff. And shout out to I know it's a competitor and all that stuff, but give them love. Cane Sport there, they put up a video post game of the players, of Malachi Tony. They were on the field filming them, and Malachi's signing autographs and taking pictures with the fans and shaking hands with all kinds of people. And he took some time to do all of that, right? And then I watch also his press conference. Okay? There's no effing way this kid is only 18 years old, bro.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ, bro. Wow.
He's been groomed for a long time.
Whoa, what upbringing did that kid have, dude?
Well, I mean, just being around great football players and football talent.
But his parents or something, right? I mean,
right,
dude.
Right.
I mean, his whoever it was, parents, brothers, sisters, uncles, best friends, whatever it was, whatever his environment was, it must have been a pretty good one because he's level-headed. He doesn't get baited by questions. When I start thinking of what was the name of that kid that they recruited that was, he matured a little bit, but he bounced around from Miami to FIU, and he was the quarterback. But he started off with the flashing of the money and all that kind of stuff. You remember that quarterback that I'm talking about?
It wasn't Ja'Carry Brown, was it? I'm trying to think.
I think it was. I think it was.
Brown,
Yeah, I think it was. And he started off with a lot of immature shit, which is what I'm expecting from an 18-year-old.
Yeah.
A 17-year-old. I'm expecting a kid that is just trying to make money and trying about his brand and chicks and and immaturity and all that. And when I look at Malachi Tony, he carries himself like he's a senior already, dude. Like, it's really impressive how much maturity that young man has in him at 18.
He does, and I think a lot of that has to do with the school he was at. You know, Plantation American Heritage has turned into a football factory. And, you know, Patrick Surtain, who's now the DB's coach at Florida State, had a lot to do with it. You know, I think the people that have been at that school have kind of been able to get everybody's attention and get them the right training. And kudos to Mike Smith, the head coach, who's there. He trains all of these NFL guys when they come back, all the guys that came out of Heritage High School. So I think that kid has just been around the right kind of people for a long time and you know, came up with the right upbringing.
And kudos to Cristobal, because the more you get of those kind of guys setting examples, it puts enormous pressure on everybody else. So if Bain is doing things to the extreme like he does, and Mesidor and Maui Noah and all these kind of cats, and now Malachi, this is like, this forces the middle guy and the guy that's you know, almost barely making the team. These forces these guys to like give their max when the stars are the best.
Yeah, and I think more than anything, it raises the level of play. I mean, there's a chance here that Ruben Bain could be the first player taken in this draft. I mean, you talk about the draft drought that Miami had for years and years and years. You imagine this program goes back to having back-to-back number one overall picks. What kind of message that sends?
Big time. And one on offense, one on defense. So that's huge too.
Right.
You know?
So, you know, look, things are headed in the right direction. I think all of us are nervous because we look at the history of the last 20 years and we say, this team always finds a way to screw it up, right? At some game, you don't expect them to lose, but the team I saw and the team the team I saw Saturday and the team I've seen for the better part of this season, just looks like they're at a different level and a different mentality. So hopefully they don't have any slip ups and they're able to run the table and get into the playoff. And then at that point, it's just a matter of who you match up with. You know, it's a long playoff season. You're gonna have to be healthy. You know, where's your depth if you lose some guys? So we'll find out. But I think, you know, the fact that you guys got guys like Malachi Tony and Bryce Fitzgerald and some of the other freshmen that are contributing to this team and younger guys that are contributing to this team, the future's bright.
Yeah, it's just absolutely insane. Now, when I look at the schedule, all right, we talked a little bit about Louisville. When you look at the challenges, what is it? Is it SMU? Is it when I look at it as SMU, Syracuse? I'm looking at maybe the toughest part of what's left. Like, Louisville's pretty good, but I think Syracuse and SMU might be slightly tougher, and SMU is on the road. So are those like the last final test, that Louisville, then I would say Syracuse and SMU?
I would say Pittsburgh is up there. Pittsburgh just made a change to yes. Pittsburgh is they're 3-2, but their offense is averaging 41 points a game. You know, they had it. They were a team last year that started 7-0 and then had some injuries. Their quarterback got knocked out, and they finished 7-6. But that team is very, very streaky. That's a road game at the end of the season.
Yeah.
You know, this freshman quarterback, Mason Heinzschul, I believe is the way you pronounce his name. He cooked Boston College the other day. He just played phenomenal in that game. They've got guys that can get to the quarterback. It's a typical team that I think a typical, you know, Pittsburgh team that we've seen in the last few years that can put up some points and get after the quarterback. I think that them and Louisville are the two toughest games. SMU is probably the third toughest game because it's in Dallas and you have to go on the road, and Rhett Lashley is a good play caller, right? He's going to have some wrinkles out there. And then NC State, their quarterback by C.J. Bailey, who was Jeremiah Smith's high school quarterback over at Chaminade, and he's done a really good job to this point. So, but that's a home game for Miami, so I'd say that's probably the fourth toughest game. And then Stanford and Virginia Tech, like you have no business losing either one of those teams.
And Syracuse will be tough, right? Syracuse will be.
Well, Syracuse lost their quarterback. I mean, I know they had.
Oh, that's right.
They lost the upset. They had the upset at Clemson, but they lost their quarterback Steve Angeli for the season. So
I forgot about that.
They've looked really bad the last 2 games without Angeli. Ricky Collins, the
That's
LSU
right.
transfer, has been their quarterback. So I think that's another slam dunk game. I think Stanford, Syracuse, Virginia Tech, those should all be easy W's. I think Louisville, SMU.
It used to be a pain in the ass to visit Blacksburg. Now it's,
Well, they fired their coach, man. Like, and those kids are thinking about going in the portal. What do they have to play for at that point?
Yeah. No, but you're just never going to capture the magic of Frank Beamer. It's just not. It's just never going to happen again, dude. It was a cool thing for them because a program at that place could never really have that kind of success. So what Frank Beamer did, obviously they're going to realize that it was, oh my God, it was something that, this was the greatest thing ever because we'll never return to that kind of glory again.
What's interesting is you're starting to get some of, obviously Deion's kind of set the precedent, right? Being the first big time former player to come back and start coaching. But now you got Eddie George, who's coaching at the FBS level, and Michael Vick, who's coaching over at Norfolk State. So I don't know if those guys at some point, become viable options at the FBS level and what kind of effect they'd have in recruiting. But I think, maybe that's Virginia Tech's best hope at this point.
All right. What are you working on in the athletics so folks can check you out?
Well, we're at the midseason mark, so I'm already picking the freshman All-America team. I can tell you guys that Malachi, Tony, and Bryce Fitzgerald are in a really good position to make the freshman All-America team at the midseason mark. What else am I working on? I've got stories. I got a Kane story looking at the rest of their opponents for the season. I'm also writing a column later this week. So my Audi specific picks. So there'll be plenty of stuff to read from me here in the next few days.
And follow him on Twitter at Manny_Navarro. Manny, as always, thank you, my brother. We will catch up on Friday, my friend. Appreciate you.
Good talking to you, brother. Anytime.
You got it. And don't forget, visit our friends at Caneswear. Brett and all the amazing people out there, man. Ken Graff and Jeff and Jack. They are absolutely awesome. Tell them that I sent you out there and use our code BIG010. You will get 10% off. And if you order online and you order over $99, you will get free shipping at Caneswear.com. So there you go. Visit our friends there at Caneswear. All right.
Welcome to Caneswear. New store, new items, same great experience. Family owned and operated since 2010, Caneswear has the latest merchandise from the Miami Hurricanes, Miami Dolphins, Florida Panthers, Inter Miami CF, and more. Come visit us at our store in Davie on University Drive, just south of 595, or online at Caneswear.com. Caneswear, the spot Miami fans shop.
All right. Man, every month we broadcast at Subaru of Pembroke Pines at 16100 Pines Boulevard. Alan does excellent work out there. He's the general manager. Man, go out there and check it out. Go see my guys out there. They will take care of you. Eric Stampone does excellent work. And right now, we've got the Trick or Treat Pick Your Savings event going on right now at the Subaru of Pembroke Pines and the Outback. $237 a month, the 2025 model. You can get it there. 36-month lease too. At the same time, the Crosstrek, $197 a month, 36-month lease. Come on down, check it out. The Legacy, $267 a month. Trick or treat, baby. The Ascent Premium, $367 a month. They've got 0% financing. They've got 0% down, zero down, that is. Sign and drive. They've got all kinds of programs available for you. In the Impreza, they've got 0 down, sign and drive. They've got the lease feature at $177 a month. It's a beautiful thing. The Impreza is a great car to start off for a young driver, okay? Or if, listen, you're looking for an incredibly reliable, durable vehicle that is very affordable, the Impreza from Subaru is amazing. And the Forester, the premium hybrid, it is a beast. $447 a month. Go check it out. Tell them that I sent you. They'll take care of you, and you'll get $500 off. So when you get there, you tell them, hey, Big O sent me. He says, I'll get $500 off on the purchase or lease of a vehicle. Or call them. Use that QR code. Get the $500 off. Take advantage there at Subaru of Pembroke Pines. All right. And we'll get you the wise guy picks on Friday. Okay. Remember, Cash App or Venmo at Cash Big O Show. That is Cash Big O Show. Cash App or Venmo, and you can make a Bitcoin, Ethereum, or Chainlink donation. As always, let me see the chat board here because obviously I ran out of gas on the other one. So let me pull it up here. Let me pull it up. Thank you. Appreciate you all out there as always. Bag on Head, yes. Thank you for the super chat. Rush going back on tour with drummer Anika Miles. Yes, we talked about it yesterday. She was in Jeff Beck's band. And you know what's really cool? I'm going to go to the Toronto shows. I'm going to try to get tickets for both of those shows in Toronto. I'm going to go out there with a wife and have some fun. But I'm looking forward to it because, man, I've seen them a few times. So I got to see them with Neil Peart several times. So I'm good with that. But I love their music, and I'm so happy that I get to see them again. And this will be cool. I get to go see the Canada band in Canada. Go to Toronto. So get to go visit Lisa, get to go visit Ragin, any of the folks out there in the Toronto, the Buffalo, Rochester area. So I'm looking forward to that. That's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool. Thank you, Bag on Head. Frankie Fresco says, did you see Shorty's on US 1 is getting demolished? No, I did not. Wow. That's an institution, Shorty's. Really? Now, are they rebuilding a new Shorty's, or is it going down, or what's the deal? I can understand them tearing it down and rebuilding a new Shorty's because Shorty's it's a difficult spot that it's been in, and for parking and all that. And I wonder, do you create a more comfortable Shorty's for people, or is it just being demolished because they're going to take advantage of the property and whatever? Real estate does what real estate does. You know what I'm saying? Anyway. Let's see. Dolphin fans need to boycott from going to games, but I know they won't do it because to show support of the players. No, they're not going to do that, period, because folks are in love with football. And no matter how much we are disappointed, we're back next year going, okay, what are we doing this year? And that's just kind of the way it goes. And they know it. And they got us by the balls. So they don't need to be exceptional every year or even win every year. They're going to make so much money, especially the Ross family, off that property. Eric King says, in 1959, American rock and roll musician Buddy Holly, Richie Valens, and the Big Bopper passed away February 3rd, 1959. Eric, I haven't gotten a music history, but I'm probably sure that that's on it. Yes, sir, Sean. What were you going to say?
Looks like the land has been sold, but there is 2 locations, one in West Miami and one in Davie, that will continue the Shorty's barbecue.
Continue the tradition. Okay. They probably had to sell that land because it's so much money that they're getting for that land that it would be stupid for them not to sell the land.
Apparently, this has been ongoing since 2022. There is still no exact closure date yet. From the article I'm reading, I don't know if that's changed. I don't know when this article was actually published here. So it was October 6th today, or yesterday.
Okay.
So there's still not a set date of it closing. So,
all right. Don't forget, folks, BigCheeseMiami.com, proud sponsors of our program. Manny Navarro will be back on Friday with his BigCheeseMiami.com NIL and recruiting report. Visit our friends there at 8080 Southwest 67th Avenue. And the walls are just memories, 40 years of memories of Hurricanes memories. Go check it out and tell them that we sent you. All right, let's go to music history. What happened today before I talk about the Dolphins? What happened today in music history? All right, October 7th. Well, today, 1939, Judy Garland, at the age of 16, recorded Over the Rainbow for the movie The Wizard of Oz. In 1967, the Beatles politely declined an offer of $1 million from promoter Sid Bernstein to make a second appearance at New York's Shea Stadium. Bernstein had actually successfully contracted the Beatles to play at Shea Stadium in both 65 and 66, the year I was born. In 1977, the Runaways released their third studio album, Waiting for the Night. In 1982, Led Zeppelin's Jimmy Page was given a 12-month conditional release following a cocaine possession conviction. Let's see. Okay. What else do we have here? In 1989, Paula Abdul reached #1 on the U.S. album charts with Forever Your Girl. Abdul spent 64 consecutive weeks on the Billboard 200 before hitting #1, making it the longest time for an album to reach #1 spot. A lot of foreplay before the orgasm. Let's see, what else do we have? In 1997, Janet Jackson released her 6th studio album, The Velvet Rope. It features Together Again. In 1999, Garth Brooks released an album as Chris Gaines, a character he created that was intended for a movie. The Ruse turned many fans off, and the album was Brooks' first since 95 that failed to debut at #1, charting behind Creed's Human Clay. In 2003, Ludacris released his 4th studio album, Chicken and Beer. It features Stand Up. Let's see what else. In 2014, Weezer released their 9th studio album, Everything Will Be All Right in the End, the band's first album on Republic Records. It features Back to the Shack. In 2016, Lizzo released her debut solo EP, Coconut Oil. It features Good as Hell. In 2017, Cardi B hit #1 in the U.S. with Bodak Yellow, becoming the first solo female rapper without a guest artist to reach the top since Lauryn Hill's Doo Wop. And let's see if there's any birthdays that I did not mention. Kevin Godley of 10cc is 80 today. God bless him. Made it to 80. How about that? Who else? Anybody else that I missed? Doesn't look like it. Nope, that's it. And that's what happened today. Music history. All right. There we go. Yes. Don't forget, folks, smash the hell out of the like button. Very important that you smash the hell out of the like button. We really need that. That helps us. It keeps us alive. It keeps us afloat. Gets the algorithms going. All that good stuff. So there you go. What else do we have here? Big O, what's the next show you're going to in South Florida? If you're free Saturday, stop by Boat Campers. I think I'm free Saturday. You got the get together at Boat Campers? Yeah, I'll go by with the wife. Yeah, we'll go by. Hang out a little bit. Yeah, I'll see you there, bro. I'll be there. I don't think I'm doing anything Saturday. The Canes are off too. So I'm not doing a post game or anything like that. I don't have to watch the game to do the post game. So I'm free there. So yeah, I can go Saturday, dude. I'll be there. Okay. I'll see you then, my man. What else? I think Stanford might give you problems. It's funny. So the season is officially over for you Dolphin fans now, right? I had the season over a while back, but I'm wondering now at 1-4, you've officially kind of, you look at this coach, you look at the situation, all that kind of stuff. People have figured out how really thin this roster is now, which I kind of laughed at. People are now shocked. People nationally are tripping out that Mike McDaniel has incoherent comments and sentences and press conferences when it's been going on for years. And now we have the local media finally realizing that this is a really thin roster. And some of them already were picking the Dolphins to have a chance for the playoffs. So now they're shocked. So now some of you have finally figured out what I figured out a while back. The season was over before it started. So now we've got, this is the worst part about our fan base now. And I don't blame any of you for this, because I've got friends of mine now that they just want the Dolphins to lose. Because we're back to, hey, let's lose for a draft pick, which, you know, that always works out for us because that's what turns things around, the draft pick. Not that it's, you know, the owner, the front office, the head coach, the whole combination, the quarterback, everything. No. It's just the draft pick because that'll always solve it. Or by somehow we have fans that are still rooting for wins, which you're fighting the other fans that are saying, bro, that's hurting our draft status. What are we winning for? We're not going anywhere. So we're at that point now in Dolphin season, which we get there a lot. You ever notice that? Dolphin fans find themselves in a familiar place on a consistent basis. And we're here again, where we're torn. Because you want them to lose for a draft spot. I don't blame you. You want them to win because it's your favorite team. I don't blame you. And how about the fans that bought season tickets? How do they feel now with the entire season still left in front of us? How about the people that bought road tickets and plane tickets and hotels? No matter how much of a fan they are, they're torn right now because they know they basically are throwing the money away. Because you're not going to be entertained by the team. You're not going to be satisfied by the team. The only thing, and I'm sure you see it, Sean, the only thing I see satisfying for Dolphin fans is that they get to commiserate with other Dolphin fans about how bad it is. But that's it, which is a beautiful thing. It's so awesome to see Dolphin fans getting together at all these road events all over the place. And God bless you people, man. This team does not deserve you. But look at the wedge they drive into all of us. And it's not your fault. It's not my fault. It's no one's fault. It's their fault. They're the ones that can't figure out a way to get over the hump. And then we're the ones that end up torn because we spent money, because we invested emotion, because we invested time, because we want them either to lose now or we want them to win, which is so twisted. We end up in this familiar spot all the time. It's crazy, man. It is crazy. It's just the way it drives us. And it's not like we're going to stop rooting, like I always tell you. I can bitch and complain. You can bitch and complain. NorCal can bitch and complain. Still going to be here next year. You know, oh, we're going to boycott them. No, you're not. No, you're not. Oh, you're not going to support them. Stupid dark blue jersey, black jersey, whatever the hell it is, comes out and you're buying it. That's just the way it goes. They have us hook, line, and sinker. I just wish they did their part because you all do your part every single year, man. I'm going to Madrid, but I've gone from the entire offseason. I've gone with the idea of meeting people, covering a couple Dolphin events, but make it a trip. Enjoy Madrid. I'm not going to allow the Dolphins to dictate how I feel. I can't. If I did that, then I'd be miserable the entire time. Thank God for this. Thank the Lord for that team, because this team never fails me. That Aqua and Orange team constantly fails me. But it's just weird how we end up in this familiar spot every single time. And here we are again. Anyway, so where we at with Bitcoin right now? We stuck in the 121 area. Well, we're back up to 122 now. Okay. 122, 111 right now. So you had your chance to get in at 121. Think about the person that bought the 107, 108, 110, and they're right now in the 120s. They're in profit already. Is that crazy? Just like 24 hours ago, we were at 126. That means everyone that ever invested in Bitcoin was in profit. It's stupid. You know, it's just like if you don't understand that that's the strongest asset and the best asset in the world, I can't help you. But congratulations to gold. Since, you know, let's do a little crypto segment here. R&M Contractors, of course. Ray and Mike, proud sponsors of our program and a sponsor of all of our crypto segments, and we thank R&M Contractors. So we've got Bitcoin back at 122. You've got gold now hitting $4,000. Okay, pretty amazing. All right, energy prices are going through the roof. You know, some orange dude promised that he was going to lower all prices for everything. Well, food prices are going up and energy prices are going through the roof. They're skyrocketing. Your money is buying less every single day. The dollar is getting destroyed. It's worth less and less and less. Assets are climbing. Read the room. People are getting out of the dollars. They're getting out of fiat currencies, and they're going into assets. That's where they're stashing their money because it'll grow there. It'll die in the bank. Okay? Binance is over $1,300. Binance was like at $200 at its low point. It's at $1,300 now. Gold was in the $1,500, $1,700 range. It's now hit $4,000 because people are stashing their money there because money is dying, because they see president after president destroying their economy. Here in the United States, Macron in France, Putin in Russia, Xi in China, it doesn't matter. Look at what's happened in Japan. Okay, they're all destroying their currency. Inflation is everywhere. All right, and assets, it'll be a bubble. You're going to have to get out at some point. Okay, but that's the only place that your money's going to grow. It's not going to grow in the bank. Do your own homework, figure it out. Here's a stat for you. 61% of the entire Bitcoin supply that's been mined has not moved in 1 year. 17% of the total Bitcoin supply that's been mined has not moved in 10 years. And we're at record highs, which is when everybody dumps. And people aren't dumping because they know there is no this way. It's only that way. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but look into it. And we thank, of course, R&M Contractors. We love Ray and Mike. 305-345-3649. If you want exceptional work, complete remodel, kitchen upgrades, waterproofing your terrace, your balcony, they do it on impact windows and doors. You know, we're in storm season right now. If you haven't done it yet, reach out to Ray or Mike. Big South Florida sports fans, big Dolphin fans. They suffer with us. And he's also a Bitcoin guy. RMC Fisher Island. That's RMC Fisher Island. I'm sure if you want to pay in Bitcoin, you can pay in Bitcoin. But thanks to the folks at R&M Contractors for our crypto segments. Big O, do you consider any short-term market volatility drop a dip? I'm just curious. Short-term thinking can be risky. Savvy investors think long-term. Yeah, no, I don't. But I will say this. When it hits 125 and it drops to 108, I'm buying. I do buy a little bit in that. Of course. I got to add some. For sure. For sure. And then when it takes off to 140, 150, then we'll have another correction. and I'll buy a little bit in that correction too. I'll add a little bit. I always add Bitcoin. I will always add a little bit because it's finite. You know what I mean? That's, it's different. Stocks, they can split them. Money, they just keep printing. Some cryptos, as you know, Brett, you're into this. They can all of a sudden mine more if they feel like it. Look at crypto.com that Trump got involved with. Well, they burned 70 million tokens to increase the value of their Crow coin. Well, about a year ago, I want to say, somehow or another, they magically reappeared the 70 million coins that they said, no, we want to reverse that. Oh, you want to reverse it and add inflationary mechanisms to it. Okay, go ahead. So there you go. You can't trust it. Can't do that with Bitcoin. Cannot be manipulated. It's immutable. So it's different. And you know that, Brett. But those that don't know don't understand that kind of stuff. The stuff that can go on with stocks, the stuff that can go on with crypto, cannot go on with Bitcoin. That's because Bitcoin is not crypto or stock. So I treat it a little different. For other things, yes, I understand what you're saying. But for Bitcoin, I got to admit, yeah, I do. So you are a dollar cost averaging in your own way. Yes, definitely. Especially with Bitcoin. Oh my God, yes. With Bitcoin, I have to. Plus, it's not like I have a ton. Not rich or anything like that. Shit, I wish. But I have to add a little bit. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm a poor ass, broke ass, blue collar dude, bro. So yeah, I gotta do it, and I gotta do it right, and add it in moments when there's dips, because the volatility is opportunity, as I always talk about. You know what I'm saying? And my stack is for long term. It's for my daughter, not for me. Dude, I'm here in my last year to get to 60. I've lived my life pretty much. It's about my daughter. That's kind of the way I look at it. Oscar goes, nice little dip at 122. You laugh, Oscar. For us, it isn't anything. But for rookies, it's an opportunity for them to start building a little bit for them. When it went to 125 here, and then it dipped to 107, 108, I wonder how many. I don't know if there's anybody right now watching that actually took advantage of that. You're loving life right now. If you say, oh, you know what? I'm going to take a dip here at 108, 109, 110. I'm going to buy right now. And you're in the 120s now. You're already in profits. And you're like, well, wait a minute. Wow, I thought it was too late. No, it's not too late. So I tell everybody, not that I'm a financial advisor or this financial advice, we're 10 to 15 Xing from here to 2030. So we are not even close to going down. And the other thing that I'll tell you is I don't think we're going to see the dip that we've seen in the past with Bitcoin. Because of its finite nature, I don't expect that to happen. So that's where I think we're going into a super cycle, as they say, when it comes to Bitcoin. Not crypto, but Bitcoin. All right. Let's see. Every end of the season, I am done forever. Then August 1st, I'm back on the wagon like a shameless dog, hoping they would at least make in the playoffs. Exactly. And that's who I am to my pocket potato. I'm the same guy. I'm same as you. But but you know what? I don't lie to myself. I never say, oh, I'm never coming back. I'm never watching the Dolphins. I'm not supporting them. I'm not going to buy a hat or whatever. Bullshit. I go to Caneswear and I'll buy something new from the Dolphins, and it is what it is, dude. It's not like every season I don't end up buying a hat or two or a shirt or something from Caneswear in every damn season, no matter how much they suck or let me down, So, and by the way, my next show, what is my next show? Actually, I don't know what my next show is. Let's see if I have the list here. I don't even know what my next show is now. I am brain farting right now, my brother. That one I don't remember, unfortunately. Anyway, by the way, I do want to thank and any of you that stuck through any of the technical snafus at the beginning. You're still with us now. God bless you, man. Thank you so much. Please don't forget to smash the hell out of the like button. It is very, very important that you smash the hell out of the like button and get the algorithms going. We thank, of course, Mr. Brunetti for making it nice and easy for us to broadcast. As always, Steve Calabro. He's in Vegas at Lucky Sumbitch. Damn, I love Vegas. I love going to Vegas. That is a fun place to go hang out and enjoy yourselves. And you know what? Cyndi Lauper's going to give me an excuse to go and take the wife over there to Vegas to go check her out. Probably go, and I'll probably set it up where I can see a couple of other shows too at the same time. But we thank Mr. Brunetti. We thank, of course, Steve Calabro. We thank Manny Navarro. We thank the great Sean Stanley. We will see you tomorrow live from Toyota of Hollywood. Same time, same place, same bat channel.
This is the Big O